a particular notification of the Government of India with regard to customs import of goods at concessional rate of duty rules 2017. In what scenario it takes place and how, and I will explain to you in a simplified manner, which is as follows, my dear. Referring to you now. First listen to me. I have given this particular lengthy concessional rate of duty rule supported by notification in a simplified diagrammatic manner by giving the numerics number. First you have to read 1, 2, 3 like that. Where we have first here, let us say this one. In India, C Limited is importer. C Limited is an importer. He want to import the goods from outside India into India under concessional rate of duty concept. Means what? He importing the goods with the intention after manufacture to export only. Then why should he pay the import duty now? Unnecessarily his money is going to be locked in the hands of the duty, in the hands of department. In the name of duty in the hands of department. Therefore, C Limited says that you are see my past performance, continuously I am importing, paying the duty and manufacturing, exporting the goods, again claiming duty drawback, it takes time taking process. If allow me to import the goods at a concessional rate of duty or nil payment of duty, that outflow of duty will be saved by me, thereby inflow of my earnings only, that duty amount will be in my hands only, I can use for my working capital purpose, thereby I can export more and more tomorrow. Please allow me to purchase the goods without payment of import duty or allow me to pay at a nominal value. There, listen to me, if C Limited wanted to import the goods from whom? From A Incorporation of USA, okay. In that case, what is generally duty arranges here to pay? Total duty for the imported goods, if we import, total duty payable is 20 lakhs. Now allow to import at concessional rate of duty, just to pay 2 lakhs instead of payment of 20 lakhs. That means how much concession he given? He got 18 lakhs. Nothing but duty saved only. But you have to fulfill the conditions by following the procedure. It is called as import of goods at concessional rate of duty. Import of goods at concessional rate of duty. In such case, my dear, C Limited has to follow the procedure. The procedure number 1. Intimation in duplicate to Assistant Commissioner of Customs or Deputy Commissioner of Customs of his jurisdiction, stating that what is estimated quantity you are going to import, value of goods to be imported, what are the description of the goods you are importing under this particular notification at concessional rate of duty, particulars of the examination, particulars of the exemption under which notification you want to save this much of duty, port of importation, which port you are intending to import the goods. You are from Chennai, the goods are coming to Chennai port or Cochin port or Vizag port, please let me know. Like that, this particular C Limited should intimate to the Assistant Commissioner, Deputy Commissioner of his jurisdiction about the estimated quantity what importing or what duty saved amount, under which notification you are going to be claiming this is the details, and which port of importation you are intending to import for a period not exceeding 1 year. The data what you are going to be look ahead over a period of 1 year at least. Sir, in the month of January I am going to bring this much, in the month of February I am going to do this much, like that what quantity you are importing, under which notification you are intending to claim the duty save amount. These details, the port of importation, these details before starting to import. Intimation to Assistant Commissioner or Deputy Commissioner of Customs, of whom his jurisdiction, if I am in the Chennai range, Assistant Commissioner, Deputy Commissioner of Customs, I have to inform. Even though the goods are going to come to the Cochin port, if the goods are coming to Cochin port, it is responsibility to me to inform to Cochin port officer of customs also. How? Let us see. Point number 2. One set to the Deputy Commissioner or Assistant Commissioner at the Customs Station of Importation. If you are importing in the Chennai port where you have place of business, then it is sufficient to intimate to AC or DC of Customs of Chennai. If you are in Chennai but import takes place Cochin port, in that case a particular one set of this particular copy should be informed to same intimation, same points. How many sets you are preparing? Intimation duplicate. That means 2 copies should be submitted in the office of the AC or DC of Customs. One more copy also you have to prepare, one set of the copy and send to your place of importation of the goods to Cochin port. Assistant Commissioner, Deputy Commissioner, sir, I am going to import the goods under this particular notification, so and so description of the goods, so and so quantity of the goods, so under so and so exempt notification, where I am going to save the duty. Like that, details information will be informed to AC or DC of place of importation. Is clear as? Further, start to import. Now point number 3. Start to import. Import from USA. If you import from USA, you are going to save how much duty? 18 lakhs in the given case. If that is the case, my dear C Limited, you should execute a bond in the Department of Customs where you are importing the goods, submit a continuity bond with surety or security as the case may be, as demanded by the Department of Commissioner of Customs, namely Assistant Commissioner, Deputy Commissioner, where you have to submit a bond to your import without payment of duty. If so, to your AC or DC, to your jurisdictional commissioner, Assistant Commissioner, Deputy Commissioner, in that office you submit bond. What bond? Is a continuity bond. What do you mean by continuity bond? You are intended to import over a period of 1 year, am I right? That much of quantity you are not going to import at a time. First lot imported, where duty saved how much? 18 lakhs. Second lot imported, duty saved 5 lakhs. Third lot imported, under consideration of duty saved is 10 lakhs. So, here what happened? First lot 18 lakhs, second lot 5 lakhs, third lot, I said no? How many? 10 lakhs. So, 18 lakhs you saved, 5 lakhs you saved, third lot 10 lakhs has been saved. Total amount saved how much? 18 plus 5 plus 10, 33 lakhs. You execute a bond now for 33 lakhs of duty amount saved. 33 lakhs of duty amount you are going to save, no? Give the surety. If a good buy, very good buy, na? Surety. If a good buy but not very good buy, in that case give security. Means banker should give guarantee, where you have to go to the banker of your banker and execute a fixed deposit by depositing of rupees 33 lakhs and ask the banker to give the bank guarantee on the bond, and with that bank guarantee of the bond we called as surety, I mean to say security bond. It's called what? Security bond. Surety means the known person given surety without involvement of financial matter. If the financial matter is there, in that case security demand by AC or DC of Customs. In that case the bond should be executed in favor of the President of India for the want of rupees 33 lakhs of payment on account of demand by the department anytime I bound to pay. That bond in favor of the President of India I have to execute, and the banker should give the guarantee for that, where I have to deposit as a fixed deposit in the banker 33 lakhs. and banker with the bank guarantee. That's called security. Now the bond with security I submitted in the office of AC or DC of customs of my jurisdiction. Now listen to me. In the given scenario, my dear, how much worth of the bond I executed? 33 lakhs. First lot I imported. Duty saved how much? 13 lakhs minus 18 lakhs. Balance how much? 13 lakhs, 33 lakhs. 33 lakhs minus 18 lakhs. Balance 15 lakhs. 33 lakhs bond value of amount less duty saved. First lot 18 lakhs. Balance 15 lakhs there. Same bond only. After 2 or 3 months, again I am importing the same bond where the duty liability not required to pay 5 lakhs. So 13 lakhs, the balance value how much is given here? 15 lakhs. 15 lakhs balance bond value 15 lakhs minus 5 lakhs. The leftover bond value how much? 10 lakhs. Finally, after 7 months, 8 months from the particular intimation to AC or DC of customs, I import the final lot where the duty amount saved how much? 10 lakhs. The bond value how much? 10 lakhs. Set off. Bond will be not closed. The bond value what I executed, to the extent I import the goods without payment of duty. Bond not closed. Bond not closed. Bond is there. But executed how much? 33 lakh rupees bond. Part by part I am reducing from bond value. Part by part I am importing. Part by part I am saving. I am adjusting in the bond. It is called as continuity bond. One bond only for the 3 imports. Now I imported how much? So much of the goods without payment of duty how much? 33 lakhs. Is clear, my dear sir? Further, point number 4 you refer here. Point number 4 is this: submit the security bond or surety bond with the AC or DC of customs, especially to your jurisdiction officer, which is a continuity bond. Which is a continuity bond. Is clear? Further, point number 5. Point number 5 here is this. Point number 5. Which says that provide the information of the receipt of the receipt of the imported goods. Provide the information of the receipt of the imported goods in his premises within 2 days, excluding holidays, of such receipt to the jurisdictional commissioner of customs. Jurisdictional customs officer means assistant commissioner or deputy commissioner of his jurisdiction. Importer should intimate that, sir, sometimes before I intimated to you, I am going to import, now imported, sir. Within 2 days from the date of receipt of that goods in your premises, excluding holidays, inform to your assistant commissioner, deputy commissioner of customs, especially your jurisdiction officer. Is clear, sir? Intimated. After receipt of the goods, I intimated. Before import, I informed. After receipt of the goods also, I said I received. Further, point number 6. Point number 6 here. Shall submit quarterly return by the importer to the deputy commissioner or assistant commissioner having jurisdiction over the premises where the imported goods shall be put to use for manufacture by 10th of the following quarter. Every quarter, whatever you imported and whatever you have been manufactured and what might be exported or not, that details of that particular transaction quarterly you have to submit a return in the office of AC or DC of customs by 10th of the following month from the end of the given quarter. Is clear, my dear sir? Point number 7 referring to here. Point number 7. Re-export or clearances of initialized or defective goods within 6 months from the date of import on payment of import duty which is not paid on such goods along with the interest at the rate of 15% per annum from the date of import on which exemption was availed till the date of payment. On account of any failure to pay the duty, AC or DC will recover it by issuing a show cause notice to you. Listen to me. When I import the goods, first lot, second lot, third lot, almost all 33 lakh rupees of the duty has been saved. What intention government given to me the benefit? After I manufacture, I might have been export. I exported. Manufacture, exported. But what happened when I import, that time itself some defectives are there, which I can manufacture. What I can do? Inform department officer and export back that from who imported within 6 months from the date of import. If you exporting back what you imported, defective, fully defective, not usable for your production, export back within 6 months from the given date of import, then nobody is able to pay. Because what is not paid at the time of import, at the time of export also I am not claiming any incentive. If you not did so, within 6 months you will not export back defective items. In that case, for the defective items, what you imported, that time you have not paid duty, no? Proportionate amount of duty attributable to the defective items, now you pay with the interest at the rate of 15% per annum, duty plus interest. If you not paid, goods imported but not exported, 6 months are over. Time limit to export is 6 months from date of importation. After manufacture, export within 6 months. If you not export within 6 months after manufacture, in that case, when the department asks what happened, defective items, sir, 6 months are over from date of importation. In that case, for defective items, whatever duty is saved at the time of import, proportionate amount, now you have to pay the duty amount along with the interest. If you not paid, department will issue the show cause notice to you to recover from you. Is clear, my dear sir? Further, point number 8. Finished goods after manufacture, C Limited, finished goods after manufacture should export back. After manufacture should export. To whom? To any person, not only from whom they imported. They imported, manufactured and exporting, fulfilling almost all this process within 6 months from the date of importation, exported, goodbye. To the extent of what exported, duty already saved by you, then again export incentives not allowed. On account of this export, my dear sir, finished goods, you cannot claim duty back because you have been saved the duty already. Sir, what about duty paid by me 2 lakh rupees? At the time of import, I paid 2 lakh rupees duty, sir. To that extent of duty drawback allowed. That means duty drawback on account of export allowed only when you suffer the duty earlier on account of import. If you not suffer the duty earlier, duty drawback not allowed for you. Is clear? Is the way in which this process takes place, my dear sir. The entire story of lengthy procedural aspect brought into force in one page. A quick summary of this: goods imported at concession rate of duty rules 2017, presenting in front of you in nutshell like a cakewalk. The importer in India should intimate to his jurisdiction officer of AC or DC of customs before importation the what I am going to import, quantity, nature of the goods, followed by under which notification I am importing, under concession rate of duty, these details, and port of importation where I am going to import. These details I should intimate to my jurisdiction officer of AC or DC of customs in duplicate, and also intimate to AC or particular Assistant Commissioner, Deputy Commissioner of Customs of place of importation where I am going to import. If I am importing to the Mumbai port in the given example, to the Mumbai port, place of importation is there, Mumbai port where AC or DC of Mumbai, where I have to submit the intimation which I am going to import over a period of 1 year. If I am C limit of Chennai now, is clear as sir, I should intimate to my Chennai ACRDC of Customs as well as place of importation Mumbai port there also. In my office of ACRDC in Chennai, duplicate. One copy forwarded to the port of importation of ACRDC of Customs here in Mumbai port, because I import the goods to Mumbai port. Is clear, my dear sir? Further, I should start to import. How importing? When I import the goods from other country, I should execute a bond. Execute a bond which is a continuity bond with surety or security as demanded by the ACRDC of Customs of my jurisdiction. Is clear, my dear sir? Once the goods has been reached to my premises, within 2 days from the date of reaching to my premises, I should inform to my department office of ACRDC about receipt of these goods. Within 2 days of receipt of these goods to my premises, excluding holidays. Thereafter, I should submit quarterly return by 10th of the following month from the end of the relevant quarter, the movement of the goods, what I imported under this category and what I manufactured exported, these details. Further, look here, if the goods are defective which I could not able to export within 6 months from the date of importation, no problem, on which duty what you saved now pay off with interest rate of 15%. Otherwise, department will recover from you. Department will recover from you by issuing show cause notice. Finally, if we export the goods after manufacture, see, I use the word here what? A finished goods. What I imported is my raw material. What I may produce here, finished goods. Finished means what? He should be a manufacturer. That means the benefit if and if goes to the manufacturer only under this concern of duty, not to a trader. Is clear, sir? The finished goods to be manufactured and exported within 6 months from the date of importation is the meaning of that. Is clear, sir? In nutshell, I revised also by showing this entire theoretical presentation in a diagrammatic mode like this, diagram presentation, chart mode, otherwise you can call. Any difficulty in the given case, my dear? Any difficulty in the given case? Any difficulty in the given case? This is what a simplified presentation about the theoretical presentation. Theoretical information presented like a chart. With this I can say that, my dear sir, import of goods concept explanation is concluded. Is clear?